모르겠습니다. 여기 별로인 것 같은데. 여기는 완전, 우와, 여기는 완전 길이 아닌데? 오, 여기 툭툭 있는 거 보니까 뭐 살아있을 것 같은데? 여긴가? 으차, 해가 거의 다 뜨고 있어. 빨리 가야 돼. 일로 봐. I was looking for some place to see the sunrise.
Sam, too early. You want to climb on the temple? It's a night view. You want to climb up there? It's a night. No, I mean not the guys. I'm a painter.
Okay.
You want to climb up there?
Where is it?
It's not far. About 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Oh,
Where from?
Korea.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
You walking e-bike?
No, yeah, I heard e-bike.
If you want to see,
Yeah.
you follow me. I'm sure. No, you follow here. You leave e-bike, no problem.
I have e-bike.
Follow me.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Thank you. Do I need to pay?
Just on the temple, you can pay. Is it not you pay? I'm a painter.
Okay. 여기구나. 오, 오케이.
Okay. No, she knows.
Okay.
Yeah, follow me. That's a secret hiding place, okay?
All right.
Please come here.
아, 와. I trust you.
Are you happy?
I'm happy.
You should take photo.
와.
네.
이게 너무 좋다. 우와. 아, 그냥 진짜 그림이야, 그림. 와.
Okay.
Yeah, all good.
Can I show you my painting? I will talk
Okay,
to you
okay.
about selling painting. And the,
Okay, let's deal.
yeah, that's not finished. The white color is the limestone. You can carry. It's very easy.
All right.
No problem. Do you know? Also depend on the price. Some of the picture is about it. No, I want to say the dollar first because the charge, our money is value.
Uh-huh.
You understand? That's why some picture $20, some picture $25, $30. That's why the price not the same.
I have to exchange first.
I follow you.
You're
You
gonna
can
follow
change.
me?
No changer. You killing me. Sure, brother.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. Wait.
Do you
Take
want-
it.
No, you take it. No problem. I trust you
Wait.
because you are tourist. I always trust the tourist. Not local people. I'm not the trust.
Can I have a look again?
Oh, I'm not saying nothing, sir. I'm a Buddhist. I never change any painting because you are tourist.
이쁘긴 하다 진짜 근데.
I'm never change any people. Not changing other design.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 30.
Yes, right there. Yes,
Wait. First, okay, take it first.
You take it.
Take
No,
it first.
no.
I don't have room to
No,
take
you
it.
take your e-bike. No problem. I trust you because I want lucky money. I give it because I want.
아, 아저씨 참.
Before our country is very happy. One day almost 3,000 people. Many Korean people. Very happy. Many Korean people sometimes know one picture. They buy 10 painting, 20 painting, really nice. And then in the month, month, Korean month.
Korean man.
Yeah, they buy month painting, not one picture, 5, 10. Because they put the monastery from Korea and then donation. Because Korea likes Buddhists for like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Because politician.
I'm
sorry, sir.
It's because of the political. That's okay. That's
No,
all right.
please,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, I get it.
Please,
Yeah, fair enough.
You're not angry with me, okay? I tell you the
No,
truth.
no, I don't
You
agree, I
know
don't agree.
everything. You want to see internet. You know everything.
I know.
Why they are not coming tourists and why they are no one people. You read internet, okay?
Okay. Okay, deal.
Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah. Let's go first.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you need the light, sir. You need the light.
Okay.
100% I'm talking. No need the light, you see nothing.
Okay. 미얀마 환율을 생각하면은 ATM으로 돈을 뽑을 때 공식 환율로 돈이 나오기 때문에 ATM에서 돈을 뽑는 거는 무조건 손해거든요. 근데 지금 제가 현금이 없어요. 달러도 없고. 일로와봐. 수수료가 10,000짜리 납니다. 한 6달러 되나? 7달러? 이것도 안 돼. Can I? 응? 아,
They will send to me. This is illegal.
transfer dollar is illegal.
Yes.
아,
Like this.
아하. Pardon?
Something.
Sampling?
Something. We can help you something.
How come? How?
How much you do you need the money?
Ah,
We will have you.
we have you?
We will have you.
아, 재수봐.
And then when you arrive to Mandalay,
Tomorrow?
tomorrow
And,
Mandalay, and you go to the bank first.
Okay.
And then they have K-Visa Bayo, right?
Okay, visa or what? So,
This is the holiday, right?
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow is finished the holiday.
yeah, right.
That's why all the bank is open. And then you want
I see. No, it's okay.
Okay, after you have money, you transfer to us. This is okay.
Is there...
We will have you.
True?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. 재수봐.
You didn't belong to me.
Yeah, no. I'm a YouTuber, so you can find me my YouTube, alright?
Yeah.
You know YouTube? YouTube.
YouTuber.
I'm a YouTuber.
Yes.
So you can find me in YouTube if I block you, alright?
What is your YouTube?
Okay. This is my name. When I go back to Yangon, I'll text you. Right? Because you go back to Yangon.
Yangon,
Right?
yes.
재수봐.
Nice to meet you.
What was your name?
S
S.
and K.
K.
Yes. Like this because you
Okay. So thank you. Let me text you.
Yes.
Yeah, 재수봐. Bye. Okay. 여기서도 식사를 했나 보다. 패밀리? 완전 대가족이네. 와. 오케이. You guys? 오케이. 찍어줄게. 잠깐만. 한 번 더. 오케이. 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 아, 됐어 봐. 됐어 봐. 쳐다봐야 돼. 카메라가 너무 많아. 오케이. 다음 또 있어? 오케이. 다음. 제스바. 한적하고 평화롭고 좋네요. 사람들 미소도 미얀마 사람들은 미소가 무기라는데. 야야야.
Bạn có qua á?
밍글라바니.
Tự do tôi tham gia.
아, 제주 덴바레.
Thank you so much.
제주바.
This is your first time in Myanmar?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Okay. That is the first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
So how would you feel like that?
Everything is good.
Yeah. Everything is not good.
Yeah.
You think
I want to ask you, Burmese cats are beautiful. You
Yeah.
Yes.
you Bami kids are beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. No?
Okay.
So
Okay.
how do you think like that?
Thing like that?
Yeah, in Burmese case, all people think in Myanmar, all people playing the tanaka like that. But how do you think this tradition is? Yeah.
It's really good, and I think I really like the smile of the people. Yeah.
So, all people are in Myanmar, so we can always see. So, Minglaban.
Okay.
Why do you play tanaka?
Play Tanaka?
Yeah. Why do you play that?
I won't try. Okay, I won't try. Okay.
So thank you so much for
제주바.
taking a book.
Yeah, 제주바.
Take care and have fun.
Thank you, 제주바. 여기 어린 친구들이 많으니까 더군다나 또 내가 혼자 외국인이고 해가지고 눈길이 확 끼나 이목이 확 집중되네. For what here?
Yeah, we are just little trip.
Trip
Yeah, trip.
with your friends.
Yeah, with your friends. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
With our monk teacher. Yeah, our
Your teacher?
Yeah, our teacher. He a monk.
Monk.
Yeah.
Monk teacher.
Yeah, monk teacher. He teach me English, only speak. Right.
남자들도 친절하고 여자들도 친절하고 사람들이 다 좋아요. 사진? 오케이. 제주바. 뭐지? 뭐야? 뭐 하는 거야? Okay? No? 데라 올래? 데라 올래? No? If I take car? Okay? Where?
Live.
저도 차에 탈 수 있나요? 데라 올래? No?
No.
No,
Money, look.
부베야 파고다. Where? 부베야 파고다? Where? 부베야 파고다. New Bagan? No?
No.
Old Bagan?
No.
만달레이 5 hours. 이 차를 타고 만달레이 간다고? 만달레이.
Mandalay.
이렇게? 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 만달레이를? 와. 대단한데? 중간까지만 얻어 탔다가 내리는 길 알 것 같아요. 어차피 뭐 여기서 걸어서 갈 데도 없고. 부베야 나 날라올래? 아, free. 아.
Free.
오케이. 부베야 안 한다. 안 한다? 오케이. 재수봐. 또 피우는 데다가 차 타고 가니까 좀 이상하네. 아니 만달레이에서 당일치기로도 오네요. 신기하다. 와, 어떻게 저 뒤에서 5시간을 진짜 불평불만하면서 살면 안 되겠다 정말로. 아 이렇게 상원에 많이 올 줄 알았으면은 슬리퍼 신고 오는 건데 괜히 운동화 신어가지고. Korea. Yeah, Korea. From Seoul. Yes. Yeah. Destiny. 아, 오, 여기가 다 프렌드구나.
A lot in Myanmar, vacation, go to the Gora and pay respect like that. So today is my holiday.
Today is February, that's why there is a lot of
There is a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Burmese guy watched a lot of K-drama movie.
Okay.
Among the Myanmar K-drama is very popular.
Popular.
But for me, I also like
Yeah,
it.
your country so far is
Jesus.
very big.
Glad to hear that.
Do
Yeah.
you mind if I ask your age?
Age.
Yeah, age.
30.
Have a guess. Guess like the country.
Yeah. First of all, I think over 20.
Over 20.
Over
18.
19.
Yeah.
And also,
아저씨.
예, 아저씨. Yeah, right. 맞아. 아저씨 맞아. No, 아저씨. It's okay.
Very nice.
It's okay.
This way mà lên mà.
네, 한 장에 5만 원 있어.
Bà tứ tỉa.
It's okay. 해요? It's okay. 예. 깜짝이야. 이거다. sorry. 오케이. 이거 금방. 잠깐만. Sorry. 담마 용지? 담마 양지? Is it pagoda? 담마 양지 pagoda? I don't know. 이거 좀 이렇게 다시 하고 하지. 각도도 안 잡으시고 그냥 냅다 박아버리시네. 바이바이. 재수 봐. 갑자기. 아무튼 이제 차 태워주신 분들이랑 헤어졌고 이제부터는 걸어서 좀 둘러보다가 숙소 들어가서 쉬고 마지막 야경을 볼까 마지막 일몰을 보고 들어갈까 지금 생각 중입니다. 오케이. Thank you, Coco.
내가 모르는 건 이제 믿을 수가 있어야 You're so wonderful girl 작은 손짓 하나야 그대 원하는 걸 모두 주고 싶어 My superwoman yeah.
I leave tomorrow. I go Mandalay tomorrow. Goodbye.
Are you from Korea?
Yes, Korea.
You're like so handsome.
제수가. 제수가. Bye bye. 라바. 라바.
You save me from the forest we catch the sunrise
아, 민라바 안녕하세요.
So beautiful girl
So I leave tomorrow.
Really?
Yes.
Very sad.
Yeah, very sad. 불문데이 때 연유 때 먹는 거라고 하는데 무슨 맛인지 모르겠네.
그대 원하는 걸 모두 줄 수 있어 My superwoman yeah. Superwoman to my heart I'm in the city and I wait for you Everybody seems to know that I'm in love with you girl Superwoman to my heart I'm in the city and I wait for you Everybody seems to know that I'm in love with you Save me from the forest we catch the sunrise You're so beautiful girl 그대 눈을 바라볼 때 내가 모르는 걸 이제 믿을 수가 있어 yeah. You're so wonderful girl 작은 손짓 하나야 그대 원하는 걸 모두 줄 수 있어 My superwoman